Hello, everyone, and welcome to the discussion on the triple bottom line. Corporate social responsibility is the belief, and in some cases, the requirement, that an organization should operate in a manner that considers the positive impacts of stakeholders versus simply maximizing shareholder profit. The triple bottom line of people, planet, and profit is a concept that has gained an increased focus of organizations over the past decade. Conventional thinking would believe that organizations provide additional benefits to their employees and pay higher wages than the industry standard are focused on employees to the detriment of their shareholders. In one of my favorite TED Talks, Alex Edmans, professor of finance at the London Business School, conducted a 4-year study to see if socially responsible firms perform better or if corporate social responsibility is a distraction to the organization's bottom line. In this study, Edmonds looked at the people aspect of the triple bottom line to see how employee well-being had an effect on the future stock returns by looking at the Fortune top 100 companies to work for in the United States. In his results, he found that these companies beat their competitors by 2 to 3% per year over a 26-year period. By providing evidence such as Edmund's study, leaders of organizations can demonstrate how corporate social responsibility can have a positive impact on the organization's profitability. Moving on to the planet component of the triple bottom line, the lean thinking approach of leaders to reduce non-value added activities and materials throughout the organization's supply chain has led to a positive impact on the company's bottom line as well. Through natural capitalism, which is a term coined by Lovins, and Hawken, is an approach to environmental sustainability that includes 4 key modifications in the business's practices and operations. In reviewing these, first, by maximizing the output of natural resources. Organizations can leverage technological advancements to monitor and improve processes to reduce energy, water, and other natural resource waste. And this can be done by implementing sustainable enterprise resource planning systems. And we will expand on these shortly. Second, by shifting to sustainable operational models. Organizations could implement closed loop supply chain systems to allow raw materials to be returned to the ecosystem or have these materials reused for other products. This is done quite a lot within the automotive industry, where materials such as rubber are returned to suppliers for reuse in raw materials, or broken parts are refurbished to extend the life of a component. In another example, Nike has had the Reuse a Shoe program for over a decade, where 75% of the company's shoes and apparel are now contained recycled material. As we previously discussed, Nike also has a program where they reuse recycled shoes to create tracks for elementary, middle, and high school tracks. Uh, Third, by converting to a solutions-based business model, organizations can shift to providing services to repair worn parts versus replacing the entire finished good. A great example of this is with one of my clients that manufactured mining equipment that would assist in the digging and supporting of gold mines in Africa. Because of these massive multi-million dollar machines would be literally hundreds of feet underground. Once the axle would break on one of these machines, instead of sending a new axle and leaving that broken axle underground for retrieval once the project is complete, the organization found it more cost effective to fly someone from Europe to Africa to attempt to repair the axle within the mine itself. Apart from the financial and inventory tracking nightmare that this caused by having axles underground across the continent of Africa, This repair model reduced the negative impact on oil leakage and other damage that lubricants would make to the earth. Finally, by reinvesting in natural capital, if organizations replenish natural resources by participating in activities to counterbalance carbon emissions to protect the Earth's biosphere, our children's children would be able to live in a more safe, sustainable world. One fun team building way that I've seen this done in the past is to plant trees for an organization to celebrate small milestones. So, as discussed in the previous section, as business partners and organizations continue to question whether a company's supply chain or production facilities are sustainable and safe, leaders of these organizations have vowed to become environmentally sustainable. With the increase in audits to ensure compliance with code of conduct agreements, organizations are integrating sustainable operations within their enterprise applications. To document these efforts, these companies are working with enterprise resource planning providers to create modules to track their sustainable processes. Again, referred to as Sustainable Enterprise Resource Planning Applications, or SERP systems, just how decision makers of firms have daily, weekly, and monthly operational financial metrics. The integration of SERP systems can provide individuals with sustainable metrics alongside operational and financial metrics. So, while theorists and researchers speak to sustainable supply chain concepts from a theoretical perspective, and using the examples and approaches we previously discussed, leaders could move toward a focus on the organization's true bottom line to remain competitive within their respective market. Thank you.